Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to this reading. We'll go ahead and start with our newer deck here. Get a message. Sagittarius, tell us about Sagittarius people and placements. Whoa. Okay. I think what we're going to do is light some sage, really cleanse the space a bit to get this energy in here. Let's see. Let's just grab a bit of sage. I love this sage that I bought. It smells so good. So freaking good. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just move that out of the way. Grab this. Messages for Sag, please. Sagittarius, people and placements. Interesting. I was thinking about this card before I started the reading, actually, because I was about to do Leo's reading and they got this yesterday. But this two triangle symbol has been coming up a few times in your reading yesterday or the day before as well. And for me, that's about structure, because the pyramid is, or the triangle is very strong. It's a very strong shape. Calcification, exactly. So let's go ahead and read that. $219. Let's see. Calcification, heat, fire, and desire. Calcinatio is the great alchemical operation of fire. It occurs when there is enough heat in the vessel to transform the nature of that which is solid or fixed. So maybe especially with Saturn, which rules structures, like that kind of stuff, going retrograde in Pisces, a lot of things are dissolving, a lot of old previous patterns, toxic patterns, ways other people had control over us, ways we weren't tapping into our inspiration, but instead letting fear to guide us or rule us. Those things are being dissolved so that we can reform and reestablish new structures for the new era that we're entering into. So let's see. How does calcinatio begin? With a tiny glimmer, an urge, a desire that builds into robust flame. I mean, we are about to enter Leo season, actually, so that's why maybe you'll need to know that a lot of your manifestations will come into fruition more in Leo season as we enter the late part of the July month. On a psychic level, this stage may be an uprising of emotion that has been repressed or dismissed. It wants something big to change, to be brought to the light and purified. So maybe you're feeling a lot of this anxiety building kind of energy as Mars and Uranus conjoin this coming Monday, which is all about kind of that kind of shaky grounds, prone to accidents energy, really too fast. Something wants to change, and something we really want it to change. We want to will this into being. So with Mars there as well. So, and then the moon squares Uranus today, which is emotion scoring off with this innovative approach we want to take. Okay. It wants something big to change. You might be noticing there's a lot of ambulances or sirens around you as well. To be brought to the light and purified, perhaps a flawed ideology, institution, or outlook. Frustration and anger are wondrous change makers if the heat is channeled with space, time, and awareness. The transformation that occurs from calcinatio is rarely harmonious. It requires commitment and willingness to sit through discomfort as old patterns fall into the ashes. The flame initiates sacred change, and eventually the phoenix rises. So we are having a lot of Pluto energy in July. You know, it's opposing with Venus, and then it's going to square the sun in a week or so, and then it's just Pluto's in Aquarius doing a lot of things. So the color of fire. Fire has been used in the rituals across cultures, religions, and eras. You do know how, like, the highest ranges or like the highest temperatures of fire are blue. So that's interesting just to call in. Maybe that's a color you can tap into if you're feeling a little ungrounded, or maybe you need to get more grounded. There could be a lot of heat or hot weather around you as well. Drink enough water. Honor the element of fire today in a literal or metaphorical way. So maybe you're cooking a lot. The divine flame resides within, and it is yours to tend to. That said, doing so patiently and with support to change that is holy rather than hasty. Interesting. So you could be really aligning yourself. Interesting. Let's go ahead and read the sparks of light with scintillate here. I wonder how that correlates with this message. There it is, 181. Maybe something in opportunities financially with other people are going to come into like a new gateway of opening. Hope, sensation, exhilaration. Interesting. So yeah, just know that your hopes and dreams about like finances coming from other people or like opportunities, jobs, or anything like that are coming into fruition and conclude and structure. I think, in a sense. Maybe you had to change your perspective on this as well. Uh, Follow flickers as they are alchemical clues guiding you to an illumined state. When this card appears, it's likely there has been a lull or void of direction in the laboratory. Some may even say the lights have been turned off, but in the deep void of darkness, a messenger of hope arrives, flickering and shimmering with enthusiasm. You might feel the scintillate as a childlike giddiness, the presence of magic, a vision in a dream, or a simple readiness to wake up from the long slumber. So maybe preparation, meeting, opportunity vibes. Follow the physical body, follow the tingling sensations of aliveness within you, and you will not be led astray. So keep staying attached to your intuition, your instincts. What are they guiding you to do moment by moment? Vitality, clarity, and inspiration are within your reach. You are alive. You are a vital being. Appreciate this moment. One spark leads to the next. Interesting. The firework yet to be lit. So you could be feeling that kind of like building that, we have a flame here in this one, and we have these birds like soaring off in this image, like towards the golden light, out of the darkness into the red, into the golden energy. Beautiful energy. Beautiful. Maybe you're tapping more into the color red. Maybe you've been wearing it more red and yellows, red and golds, beautiful colors of summer. Maybe you had a drink. I know I had a drink actually recently that combined these two colors like a sour peach drink. So let's see. Maybe something about peaches here could be important. Like fireflies or fireworks, this card is linked to the spirit of the summer card. If those two appear together, you're likely in for a midsummer delight. The power of this card can be increased by offering recognition and thanks to the celestial realm, to the many and the mighty forces of light that support the alchemist on their path. So you could be being saved by spirits around you, golden, really high vibrating aura spirits. Yeah, interesting energy. I'm just going to pull back up Kelson. Kelson, where is it? 219. There's definitely like maybe a higher minded expansive view, more learning in regards to finances specifically, or your self esteem, or your relationships in general, self love. Page 219. Heat, fire, and desire. Really interesting. Really interesting. Because this one said fireworks, right? And this one is fire. Interesting. Transforming things. Okay, an uprising of emotions. So maybe you're manifesting with your emotions, sending out these beacons of light into the universe with how you feel inside. Maybe you need to be really cognizant. It looks like you're headed directly into the golden light, though. So this is a really positive moment for me in your reading. Let's go ahead and see. Tell me about Sagittarius people and placements, what we need them to know. You're coming out of a tower moment. You could be coming into more healing. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, deep transformative processes. You could be kind of staying to yourself and doing deep transformative shadow work, transforming, or maybe you're just transforming how, transforming something about yourself, really. Tell us about Sag. Sag, tell us about Sag. What do you need Sagittarius people and placements, energy to know? Yeah, there's a commitment here on the horizon. It could be coming in. It could be a really good commitment with a Leo, maybe. Sagittarius messages. Or maybe you're changing your belief system. There's like a healing of your belief systems. Maybe long ingrained karmic patterns that come from previous lives or family members. Messages for Sag, please. Yeah, you're coming out of burdens. You're not feeling burdened anymore. You're like releasing all the things that used to shouldered on your back, right off your back. It's falling into a pool. Maybe you'll need to do a meditative guide. I think there was this guy Mark Sealy or something on YouTube, and he had this really great meditation that it was like you went into like a cave and there was like a fountain or a pool of water and you like released all your fears and all your burdens, and he talks you through it. It's like very hypnotic. And then yeah, but it was really good. And it's good to like kind of go deep within and take those moments of solitude to think deeply and transform thoughts and patterns. So yeah, you could be really coming into your own right now. This could be a masculine energy that's entering your life. They could be bringing abundance with them, or maybe they're just inspiring you to really establish control over your life, to come into your own leadership potential, into your own growth. Okay, you're coming out of denial. I like that. Or maybe this person who's in your life could be an Aries or a masculine of some sort. They could be relieving themselves of burdens as well. Could have Leo placements. Tell us more for Sag. Do you need Sagittarius people? to know. I mean, everything is within, so like everything, like this could be an internal psychological process or an external one. Sag, tell us more for Sag. Tell me more about Sag. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Why is Ace of Wands? I think you're waiting for the right time to come out of hermit mode about something. Like, you know how these birds are exiting towards the golden light, but I think they're doing it on a specific moment or a specific time, a gateway, a portal. Like, you could be refraining from taking action or passion towards something because you're waiting for the right time to do it. Yeah. Sag, any other messages? Something could be changing in your real estate eventually, or there could be quick movement that's headed towards you as you're healing something, coming into a commitment. This commitment could be coming in quickly as well. There could be need to let down your guards or boundaries, but let's see what your future holds before we get too deep. Thank you. Can you tell us more about the future for Sag? Tell us about Sagittarius' future. Future for Sagittarius. Tell us about the future for Sagittarius. Looks like you're really tapped in, and you could be working on something. Maybe you're going to get a new position or something like that, or working on being more intuitive, more receptive, kind of just radiating out what you desire. Interesting. Tell me more. Sagittarius. I think you're going to be working with people, especially if you're moving or something like that. Messages for Sag in their future. This could be about career-related matters. This could be somebody older than you. You could be moving in with somebody older than you, or Capricorn placements. Okay, we're going to get some tea leaf. Or actually, let's get some piece of advice. What's your advice? Best advice for Sag, please. Best advice. What do you need them to do? King of Cups energy could be dealing with a water sign. They just want you to make sure that you support yourself before you support others. Really tapping into your emotional boundaries, into your emotions in general, into your intuitive psychic gifts. Tell us more. Best advice for Sag, please. Can you clarify more advice for advice, please? Yeah, I think there was like a need to come out of isolation in some kind of sense. Tell us more. Maybe something in your career impacted you, or something with Capricorn energy here, definitely. Could be taking more control and authority over your life. Let's go and get a piece of advice from... I'm going to do this deck. Best advice, please, for Sagittarius, people and placements. Rooted. So being grounded, staying grounded in all this nebulous energy in the coming week. The veil. Greet the darkness. Very beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and look that up because I think your ancestors could be helping you as well. Let's go ahead and see. Inner self, truth, okay. Go deep into your dark corners. There are parts of you that are beautiful yet remain undiscovered. You must allow yourself to open to the unknown. You can do this by confronting old wounds, lost memories, feelings of shame, guilt, or disappointment. I think you're getting ready to join into a union emotionally with someone, and you might need to come out of your comfort zone to do that. This is called shadow work, a practice that allows you to make friends with demons rather than hide from them. What seems like a monster is really a lost part of you that needs love and support. When feelings of anger, resentment, or chaos come around, it's because those feelings are trying to protect you in the only way they know how. Anger only knows anger and can only offer its support this way. Chaos only knows chaos, so that is the only way it can get attention. These feelings are trying to help you find the beautiful gems that are waiting in the dark spaces of your being. Confront whatever feelings you have surrounding your situation. Allow these feelings to surface and face them without fear. Greet them and ask them how you can work together. Journal in meditative conversations with your dark parts. Within their words of advice, you will discover the lost or missing pieces of yourself. Okay, you could be looking at pick a card readings as well. Let's get best advice, please, for Sag. Best advice. I think you're going within to really get a really deep sense of grounding, to really become a manifestor or a channel. You know what I mean? So messages for Sag. Yeah, I think there's a lot of abundance coming in, so there needs to be like a strong spiritual connection or a strong kind of like structure that needs to be formed. You need to be stronger than you were before to accept this new growth, right? But we'll go ahead and read Frog. Creativity. Something could be really coming into creation here. Imagination is the key to harness creativity. Don't croak, be bold. Start to create, inspire, invent, and innovate. To thrive in the earthly realm, you have to get creative. I should know. We frogs are everywhere in all sizes and colors to either fit in or stand out or get attention, whatever's required. You'll find us an inspiration for stories, and some folk even eat us. To start life as one thing and transform ourselves into the other. It is now the time for you to do the same. As long as you draw breath, you have the opportunity to create something new or grow into a more authentic version of yourself, from pauper to prince. And even if you can't completely change something, why not look at it from a different angle, and perhaps it will inspire you to think differently about it and even propel you to get the help you need to manage it better. Stop just croaking on and on about people you don't like or something that bothers you, and take a leap of faith to approach the person or thing differently. Redecorate the home, be bold, brainstorm a solution with others. If you're drawn to teaching, now's the time. If you have an interest in alternative medicine, seek out a good practitioner from whom to learn. A career change is looming if you want it. Create a natural pond in your garden to attract frogs. They are an excellent indicator of the health of your garden, good pest controllers, and rich sources of food for birds too. Dreaming of frogs symbolizes blessings, love, prosperity, and spiritual and emotional growth and transformation. Interesting. You can be dealing with a Leo, Gemini, or Scorpio as well. Well then, well then, well then, what to do now? We'll get some tea leaf to end this, I think. Messages for Sag. Any other messages? The most difficult part of a situation is over. Rainbow. Messages for Sag. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up an archway. Messages for Sagittarius people and placements, please. Sagittarius people. Sag. News is on the way. So you could be expecting news. Maybe there's a new collaboration coming in. Sag. Oops. That one just rolled. I went for a roll. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past, or financial gain coming in the future as well. Sagittarius messages for Sag, any last messages? Successfully overcoming a problem. Sag, messages for Sag. A marriage will take place, either romantic or in business. Messages for Sag. You will reap what you have sown. Karma. Messages for Sag. Good karma comes back, right? Messages for Sag. Waiting for news, package, or letter. Short journey, so this could be about something local to you. Peace and harmony, maybe good abundance coming in. And beware of great pride. So let's see. Messages. Less messages for Sagittarius. Good luck. Messages for Sag. Yeah, I think your ability to not forgive someone or to cut someone off actually benefited you. The fact that you weren't just going to put up with it. Messages for Sag. If you had to make sacrifices for this new abundance to come in. Let's see. Messages for Sagittarius people. Oh, shit. Period and prosperity and abundance. Bread. Get back to the basics. Interesting. Yeah, I think things are going to be a lot more authentic in your career or job sector specifically. Things are just getting clearer for you, especially with Saturn and Neptune going retrograde, where we're able to see past the illusions, past the fears that once held us back. So let's get a piece of advice for Sag, please. Messages, best advice. Yeah, I think you're really transcending something in a sense. Messages for Sagittarius people and placements. Something like a new contract could be coming in, especially if you left a previous contract behind. Messages for Sag. Any advice? What is the best advice? Interesting. I think you're processing a lot of things in relation to how you relate to others, like most people are at this time. Let's get a piece of advice from the animal. Best advice for Sag. Thank you. Be here now. Now. So let's go read that. That was 34. There you go. Okay. The hummingbird's wings beat so swiftly it can hover in seeming stillness as it drinks deeply from a flower. Hummingbird spirit comes to remind you that the beauty and sweetness of life is in the eternal now, the timeless present. Here and now you are becoming the person you wish to be and have the experiences you wish to have. So something is could be changing in your real estate or your emotions very quickly. A new beginning. Focus your energy on the flower before you, for what you desire is being provided. Yes, there are blossoms everywhere. The choices can be dazzling. Hummingbird Spirit's message is that you have no need to go out in search of something better, for all you require and desire is before you. You will know this as you become still, feeling your connection to Spirit, who loves you unconditionally and will always provide for you. So beautiful energy. I love that. The opportunities are here now. Interesting. Let's go ahead and see 35 in the reverse, if that had anything. Are you feeling uneasy or mistrustful of the world? Have you been hiding in a safe spot, afraid to venture out because you're convinced that life and other people will disappoint you? Koala Spirit has appeared to let you know that your faith is misplaced. The present safety you seek is already passing away because all things are temporary and outer conditions are always changing. Find your safety by placing your faith and trust in Spirit, who will grow the abundance that is already yours. So there could be definitely changes in opportunities for financial growth with other people involved. Perhaps you are acting slowly or overly cautiously because you lack faith that there is more for you out there than what you know. You may have boxed yourself into a safe place that has nothing else to give you and become so familiar with it that you have forgotten to explore. Are you feeling pessimistic or convinced there's nothing more out there for you? Koala Spirit reminds you that self-care is meant to replenish you so you can venture out again in faith, trusting that there is no limit to the joy that Spirit wants you to experience. Be good to yourself and reconnect with Spirit to reclaim your faith in things yet unseen. Interesting. And then we have 11 in the reverse. Let's see. Transformation does not have to be traumatic or dramatic as things seem right now. Remember, change is the only true constant. When you resist it, you create tension within you and you refuse to accept the inevitable. In this moment, you may have forgotten the beauty and joy of life as it moves through its seasons, as nature dictates. You are being faced with a choice now. You can struggle with the current conditions, refusing to surrender and see through the lens of lack or loss, or you can surrender to the grace and calling to allow life to take its course, moving through the sadness and disappointment. Surrender will soften you. This could be in relation to a job. Inviting you to bask in gratitude and see through the lens of curiosity. These are the keys to tuning into the infinite potential available now. Butterfly Spirit knows the beauty and delight you are on the brink of discovering. Let go and trust that it is there for you. 7, 8, 9, 10. Interesting. Definitely long-term career developments. If you communicated about a business contract, I think that will be coming in quickly and coming into fruition. You will definitely need to stay rooted in your own sense of authenticity, your own sense of power. These changes in your life really could have just helped you come more into your power, into your strength, into your leadership. Sorry, I just wanted to get you guys one of these. Okay. Best advice for Sagittarius people. Whoa. Goat, slowly but surely getting ahead and then fertilizing. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okie dokie. Let's get any other messages from here for Sag. Messages for Sagittarius. We have healing relationship. Beautiful. That could also be a business contract as well. Something about this could be country, rural. You could be moving out to the country side. Messages for Sag. Messages for Sagittarius. Any other messages you'd like Sagittarius to know? I don't think so. Messages for Sag. Yeah, I don't see anything else. So, okay, I hope you like this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. I really appreciate your support and interaction on these videos because it really motivates me to put them out more, and I love seeing views. It's really supportive. So thank you so much. Take care.